the MTG Place podcast. I'm your host, Corey. With me, like always, is Josh. How's it going, Josh?
What's up, everybody?
So, yeah, we're talking Final Fantasy VII today. Lots of cards to talk about. So, we're just going to jump right on into it. But before we do, it's a quick way you can support us here.
One way you can support us is at heavyplay.com. You can check out their cool playmats, deck boxes, sleeves, dice boxes, and more, all with their cool Connect play system, as you can see on the website image here. So it's all real cool. It all attaches with magnets, so they won't fall off and stuff. And you can support us by going to checkout. And in checkout, you can use our promo code MTG Place. You just enter it in right here like this. MTG Place. And it'll apply 10% off your order. So please do that if you want to order any of this cool stuff. It'll help support the podcast. Thank you. Another way you can support us is if you want to pick up singles, do so by using our TCG Player affiliate link, which you can find in the show notes and on our website, mtgplace.net.
All right, so what's the first card that we got from Final Fantasy VII?
We got Aerith, Greensboro. Let's see, 2 and a white for a 2/2 legendary human cleric. There's going to be lots of legendaries here. Final Fantasy VII's like their main baby. She's got lifelink. Whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on her. And then when she dies, put X +1/+1 counters on each legendary creature you control, where X is the number of +1/+1 counters on Aerith. It's kind of like a Ajani's Pride Mate, but it's got lifelink. It's 3-drop.
When it dies, you put counters on all your legendaries, though.
Yeah, I don't know how reliable you want to be looking at that.
Well,
And
I mean,
legendary,
you could build a commander deck around it.
yeah, you can build a commander deck from it. Thinking like a standard or 60 or cube or anything else besides commander. Just strictly building a mono white commander. I don't know. I think the legendary creature hurts it. You kind of want it to play multiples of these. And there's the Ajani's Pride Mate and other ones that trigger off of lifelink. You draw a card, things like that.
I
do like.
Pretty good.
Yeah, she's all right. I do like how when she dies, she does something. If you know Final Fantasy VII, it's kind of sad. A good story beat.
All right. Next up, we got Aerith Rescue Mission, which is 3 and a white for a sorcery. You could choose one. Take the elevator, trade 3 1/1 colorless hero tokens, or take 59 flights of stairs, tap up to 3 target creatures, put a stun counter on one of them.
Was this a choice you could have in Final Fantasy VII? Did you play it?
So in the OG game, I don't remember. I think you could do either. In the remake, I took the stairs. I don't even know if there was an elevator. So.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Funny. This is an okay card in limited. You usually don't want to run this. Maybe one of. I don't know. I didn't like it in limited.
It's okay. In like black-white where you want tokens.
Yeah.
Blue-white, it's like maybe if you want to remove some blockers, but yeah, it's like filler level card.
Mm-hmm.
It's not horrible, but it's not great either.
Right. Yeah, yeah. But you usually find better things than this, surprisingly. All right, next we got Barrett Wallace. 3 in a red for a 4/4 legendary human rebel. He's got reach. And whenever he attacks, it deals damage equal to the number of equipped creatures you control to defending player.
So this was pretty bad and limited, but I think if you can build an equipment deck around it, it might be okay.
Yeah, for commander purposes, that's where you're going to get the best equipment. A reasonable equipment matters deck, but I like how he doesn't need to be equipped. So this can easily slot in the 99. He deals damage to the number of equipped creatures you control. But normally you're like Voltroning. Now I'm thinking about it, so you want to
Yeah,
like
so you'd want a lot of like 4 mirrored in or the job select, like stuff like that is what you would want,
yeah.
where the equipment comes attached to a creature and then you just attack and deal damage equal to basically your creatures anyway, which is like whatever.
I don't know.
It's like
Isn't there
he's like
like
okay.
there's like some weird card that makes like all artifacts equipment for like equip for one do some shenanigans, but this is
Yeah,
probably pretty bad.
it's like a D level in limited. Like it's like not great. It's just a 4 mana 4/4 basically.
Yeah.
Next up, we got the busted Buster Sword. Is 3 for artifact equipment. Equipped creature gets +3/+2 whenever equipped creature deals combat damage to a player. You draw a card, then you may cast a spell from your hand with mana value less than or equal to that damage without paying its mana cost. And the equip cost is 2.
It's automatically dealing 3, probably at least 4.
Yeah, at least 4 probably, unless you put it on like a Birds of Paradise or something.
Right. Yeah. So that basically casts like usually should be almost all of your spells. Like
Yeah, and I mean, if you get one free thing off this, it paid for itself. Like, it's giving your creature +3/+2, so.
yeah. It's a pretty crazy card. I've never seen it in limited actually out of all the games I've played. But
I had it once and it was absurdly good. I put it
Yeah.
on like Reno, where like has menace, and like
Mhm.
there's like and you could trigger the effect. So it's like, oh, I'm playing a card off your top, and I'm getting another card. It was just stupid.
Jeez. Yeah, it looks really good. I like how it's the same as all the others, like Sword of Fire and Ice. Cost 3, equip 2.
Yep.
It's beautiful. All right, next we got Call the Mountain Chocobo. 3 in a red for a sorcery. Search your library for a mountain card. Reveal it. It doesn't say basic mountain. Put it into your hand, then shuffle. Create a 2/2 green bird creature token with whenever a land enters, it gets +1/+0. Also has flashback for 6.
So this is a great ramp, especially for red, and it makes a token. So
Yeah,
it's worth taking the turn off to go get a land. Also, yeah, you were mountain cards, so you can get a dual land and commander and stuff.
in Commander. Yep. I think in limited, it's not even you get the bird, you get the 2/2 bird, so it's not even like taking off a turn. Like I think this was pretty underrated. I
Oh
really,
yeah,
really,
it's definitely good in limited in red
yeah.
decks. It also triggers all the like 4 CMC matters for the blue red deck.
Yeah, it costs 4, and the flashback having it is really nice. There's some mill happening too, so
But I got a question for you: is it called the Mountain Chocobo, like you're calling the Mountain Chocobo, or is it called the Legendary Chocobo, the Legendary Mountain Chocobo?
ooh. I don't know the lore too well. I assume there's lots of chocobos and there's just lots of mountain chocobos. If I had to
That's what I assume it's supposed to be too, but
Yeah.
they made that joke on LR, and it's like that's funny.
It's the mountain chocobo. It's not a mountain chocobo.
It's the.
Yeah, that's true.
Next up, we got Chocobo Racetrack, which I thought was going to be super good. It was pretty good in sealed, but it kind of sucks in draft. 3 green for an artifact, landfall, make a 2/2. Like you need a really long game deck to make it work because most time, by the time you play this and you take in turn 5 off, or maybe turn 6, you play this on a land, and it's like, okay, I paid 6 mana for a 2/2. Like you realistically need to hit 2 more land drops before it becomes worth it.
Yeah.
Whereas, like in Edge of Eternities, there's the new one with mutate, or not mutate, where you can warp, and that one just plays a lot better because you can warp it in earlier.
Yeah. This is very slow, but it does snowball. Like, yeah, if you can get this to stick and your games are going late, this will carry you. But normally, it's just going to be too slow. Next, we got Sid.
Yeah, we got Sid, one of the better artworks.
Yeah. All right, then we got Cloud Midgar Mercenary. White for 2/1 legendary human soldier mercenary. When he enters, search your library for an equipment card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. And then as long as Cloud is equipped, if an ability of cloud, or an equipment attached to it triggers, that ability triggers an additional time.
So it's really good in the limited format of Final Fantasy because of all the job select equipment you can search up.
There's tons of equipment. Yeah.
Also, people don't take advantage of the bottom effect on Arena like ever, and I did a few games, and it actually can be good. Like especially if you put like the Black Mage's Rod on this, it pings twice when that triggers.
Yeah, that's pretty dope. Yeah, normally, like, of course, his Buster Sword will work out well, but any, like, Sword, Fire, and Ice, any of those will trigger twice. He's in Vintage Cube, and he's still in right now. Normally, I don't want to, like, the other one that searches for equipment, it can cheat it out, and you want to get big, like, Batter Skull or stuff like that. This one, usually what I've been doing is just getting, like, Skull Clamp and, like, clamping himself and then drawing 4 cards off of him.
That's pretty good.
So, tutoring Skull Clamp is pretty nice. He gets clamped himself, or you start clamping your other things. So, I think you want to think small, good equipment, maybe a Jite or something.
Yep. Next, we got Cloud Planet's Champion, which is 3 red and a white for a 4/4 legendary creature, human, soldier, mercenary. During your turn, as long as he's equipped, it has double strike and indestructible, and equip abilities you activate the target cloud cost 2 less, and this is the one you can only get in the starter decks, so if you haven't bought those, if you want this card, go pick it up. I think you can also get a copy if you got the Costco bundle of the decks, too.
Is it not also in collector packs?
It is, as far as I know, it's not. Maybe the fancy art.
Yeah, the fancy art, yeah.
But if the base card is only in the
yeah
welcome deck or the starter deck.
Yeah, usually starter deck stuff aren't strong.
It's okay. Like it's actually like this precon is actually good enough to win in like bronze and silver ranked in ladder on Arena. So if you get the welcome deck, you get the code, you can put it on Arena. You could at least play a few standard games. It's like you can win with it. It's not the greatest deck, but
yeah, it's a Voltron deck.
Yeah.
Double strike's nice. You don't have to like find a slot for a couple double strike cards or equipment, so that's always nice. Because usually with like double strike, like when I'm playing Voltron, double strike's amazing, but once you have 2 of those effects, it doesn't do anything. So it's like you wasted a card slot sometimes. So it's like it's really good, but do I put more of this in here? So him having double strike, I don't have to care about that at all, and I can just focus on a bunch of
the
swords.
equip abilities costing 2 less is good too. Like so you could, if you play this in like a commander deck or something, you can equip all the swords for free. So
yep, it has to be on him. So I would probably have him as the helm.
Yeah, Voltron.
Yeah. All right, next we got the Diamond Weapon. 7 green for an 8/8 legendary artifact creature elemental. This spell costs 1 less to cast for each permanent card in your graveyard. It has reach. Most importantly, it has prevent all combat damage that would be dealt to Diamond Weapon. This card's crazy.
This card has been very good, especially in the black-green deck, because nobody takes it unless you're like the black-green or blue-green, like something that can ramp into it.
Mm-hmm.
And like, so you get this later on in the pick, and then it ends up being one of your better late game plays because you can just chump so much stuff.
It's crazy. It's been in Vintage Cube. I've seen it in other cubes. Like this card's the bee's knees.
And it's possible with all the self mill to play it for 2 mana. Like it's absurd.
It's I'd say the bee's knees in 1v1 formats. I would not play this in Commander. Like
you don't think so?
I don't know. It's
what
fine
about a
in
self
Commander
mill deck where you could play it for 2 mana 80?
Sure.
That's okay.
Yeah, but it. I keep saying
great,
stats don't matter. It's not going to. It's just a beater or an ultimate blocker. You can just play like Fog Bank or something. That's kind of the same for much cheaper. And yeah, the stats don't matter in Commander. I'll keep saying that every episode.
Except we got eject 3 and a blue for an instant. Spell can't be countered. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand, and then you draw a card. Solid.
Yeah, that's all I would say. It hits the 4 threshold for limited.
Yeah, it's like the card that they put in like every format now. That it's always a solid removal spell, like bounce a thing, draw a card. Can't be countered. It's a nice upside.
Doesn't happen too often, but yeah, it's fine. What's not fine in limited is Ether. 3 and a blue for an artifact. Tap, exile this artifact, add a blue. When you next cast an instant or sorcery spell this turn, copy that spell. You may choose new targets.
Yeah,
I've never seen this.
the only time I've used this is when I had like 3 of the X spells, the like Chocobo,
The
Comet,
fireball.
the Fireball Chocobo, and then you can copy it with this. That's the only time I played this card, and it was
Yeah.
like okay in those decks as like a finishing combo,
Yeah.
but that was it.
The flavor of this is really, really cool.
Yeah,
It's
I think
amazing.
it's decent in like if you put this in a commander deck, it maybe would be okay, but
Yeah, it's just 4 mana is a lot.
yeah,
You get a
especially
crack
with
it for
copies.
1, it buys it back. But the flavor restores 20 MP, dude. It's amazing.
Next up, we got Fight On, 2 and a black for instant. Return up to 2 target creature cards from your graveyard to your hand. This card's fantastic and limited. Black green wants at least 1 copy, maybe 2 copies of this.
Yeah, I think it was underrated. Like, if you're going the long game, this is definitely amazing. Yeah, you don't want more than 2 copies. Yeah, usually you just want 1 in most decks. But yeah, I guess
think
like green black,
sometimes.
you
Green
really
black. I
have
mean, because
targets.
like especially if you're self milling in green black, you're gonna
Yeah,
get some big stuff back.
You got targets. Yeah. All right, we got Town. It's the red-green one. Kind of skip over that. We got Haste Magic. 1 and a green for an instant. Target creature gets +3/+1 and gains haste until end of turn. When you exile the top card of your library, you may play it until your next end step. So it's that turn. It's not your next turn. It's not even like...
I don't think it's that good, but
yeah. It's not that good of a combat trick.
it's fine in the aggressive decks, but the red white deck in this format is not even really that aggressive. It's more of a play big equipment stuff later, like on turn 5. So like, if you're not super aggressive, you don't even really want this.
Yeah, I rarely saw this. It's hard to use, pay 2 mana and also try to cast 2 spells.
Yeah, usually you would just play it for the +3/+1, and then it's like, well, then I don't even care that I'm getting a card back. Like,
Right.
If it was just draw a card, it'd be a million times better.
The timing's awkward. Yeah. It's like, am I playing this as like an extra card draw, or am I playing this as... it's awkward.
And then you almost want to play it as blockers so you can use your mana next turn, but then it's like it's +3/+1. Like it's not +3/+3. Like
yeah.
So
pretty bad and limited, pretty bad everywhere else.
Next up's a bomb, Genova, the Ancient Calamity. It's 2 black and a green for a 1/5 legendary alien. At the beginning of combat on your turn, you put a number of 1/1 counters equal to Genova's power and up to 1 other target creature. That creature becomes a mutant in addition to its other types, and whenever a mutant you control dies during your turn, you draw cards equal to its power. So I've played on Arena so many times that people don't realize that this is only on your turn that it triggers.
Big.
And so then they won't play a removal spell on my thing, and then they just let me attack. And then I go to remove them, and they hover over it, like, wait, why am I drawing cards? And it's like, it only triggers on your turn. So you want to be attacking with your other creatures that you put counters on. Try and trade them off and you get some cards back.
Yeah, she is definitely a bomb. She doesn't start as a mutant, but you can target herself and make her become a mutant, which is nice. It's usually you don't want to do that, but I mean, if you have to, there's upside to it. Yeah, very, very good card. We go to Midgar, City of Mako. It's a land town. It's the black one, so it enters and tapped, add a black, but it's got an adventure. The Rector Raid. So it's a 2 and a black for sorcery. For an adventure, you may sacrifice an artifact or creature. If you do, draw 2 cards.
It's solid. Is this good enough to play in any black deck in Commander just because it has adventure on it?
Yeah, I could definitely see it in Commander for sure.
I mean,
Definitely
it takes
probably
a
want to
spot of
get
a
True
land.
Force.
Like, would you play a tap land to have extra 3 mana? What is that? The draw 2 effect?
Yeah, I think so. Definitely in a 2-color mono black deck. This can probably fit in pretty easily. Also depends on the deck, but yes. If you have creatures, this should be pretty good. It is sorcery speed, which kind of hurts. Usually with one of those, you want to like chump block something and then sack it, but so I guess it really depends on the deck if you're aristocrats or not.
Next up, we got Nibelheim Aflame. It is 2 red red for a sorcery. Choose a creature you control. It deals damage equal to its power to each other creature. If the spell was cast from a graveyard, you discard your hand and draw 4 cards, which means it has flashback for 5 red red. So this card is actually really good.
Mm-hmm.
Because you could just choose your like 5/5, kill everything, or if you have like a 3/3 and they have a thing that's 3 or less, you could just kill that and all their small the small things, and then still have your big thing. And then later you can just flash it back to draw 4 when you have nothing in your hand. It seems pretty good.
Right, and then you still get an attack with that creature if he doesn't have
Mm-hmm.
summoning sickness. Usually, it's like you clear the way, hit him hard. And yeah, it's a fairly strong card. It's mythic, so you don't see it. I didn't see it at all actually when I was playing limited.
I think I had it once. It was
Mhm.
good.
I don't know about Commander because there's like Chandra's Ignition, which also hits opponent's face, which is very very nice.
Yeah, I mean
Flashback could be
maybe
something.
if you just want 1 mana less, but I don't know. Like I
That's
guess
tough.
chain reaction is also 4 if you just want removal spell.
Yep. Yeah. We got Sweet Plains. And we have Reach the Horizon. 3 and a green for a sorcery. Search your library for up to 2 basic land cards and or town cards with different names. Put them onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. They got to be different names. All
Yep, can't choose 2 forests.
right. So I think that trips up people sometimes. This isn't played anywhere else outside of limited.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's okay, but like, what's the other one that's like the same thing? The 4 mana one. I can't remember what it's called, but there's a 4 mana
Right.
ring up like gives you 2, and it's like I'd rather even if I was gonna play one, I'd play that one because you can choose the same thing. It doesn't have to be
Mm-hmm.
different names. So
Mm-hmm. There's even a 4 mana one. I also forget the name of it, but you search for 2 forest cards, but they come in untapped for
oh,
4
there you go.
mana.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, there's so much better. Play Cultivate.
Let's see. Next up, we got Reno and Rude. It is a 2/1 legendary human assassin with menace. It deals combat damage to a player. Exile the top card of that player's library. Then you may sacrifice another creature or artifact. If you do, you may play the exiled card this turn, and mana of any type could be spent to cast it. So this has been solid just as a 2 mana 2/1 menace, but then
Yep.
occasionally if you have some token or something down, you can just sack it and get their top card. And you get to see the top card before you choose the sack, which is nice.
Yeah. 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 The triggers I barely pay attention to. It's that 2 mana 2/1 menace is very nice and limited. Yeah. Outside of limited, I don't really, it's fine.
Yeah, it's like okay.
All right, we got the Resentful Revelation. 1 and a black for sorcery. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. Put one of them into your hand, the rest into your graveyard. It's got flashback for 7.
This card's been surprisingly very good. It's been one of the
Yeah.
best like black commons. Like
Yeah.
it draws you the best of your top 3, and it fills your graveyard.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been really solid.
Yeah, I like this in limited a lot. than that, I don't really see it outside. But like even like the flashback is
Yeah,
really
I don't know. I've
nice
been
too.
debating. I like now that I'm like maybe I should put this in. Like, is this better than just the one that mills 3 cards? Because I play that in my Carador deck, the one that's like 2 mana, mill the top 3 cards.
I think yeah. I don't know
This
what that
is
card is,
probably
but
better than that
yeah, this would
because I get
definitely
a
be.
card in my hand.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So,
Grab the land that you don't want in your graveyard. Like,
right.
yeah.
Next up, we got Rufus, 1 white and a black for a 2/4 legendary human noble. Whenever he attacks, if you don't control Dark Star, you make Dark Star, which is a legendary 2/2 white and black dog creature token. This has been good, especially in white
Mm-hmm.
black. I had a lot of success with white black actually. And just being able, if you can ever get in with a Shinra, you get a 2/2 out of it, and then you can keep sacking the 2/2 and making the 2/2 on attack again. So
Yeah, if you can get the dog to die once and then summon it again, it's crazy value. Yeah, I really the 2/4, the 4 toughness is crazy in this card too. Really
yeah,
lines up well. Yeah, very strong card. All right, we got the Scorpion Sentinel. 2 and a blue for Artifact Robot Scorpion. He's a 1/4, but as long as you control 7 or more lands, this creature gets +3/+0. I think this guy is very strong. I think some people underrated at the start, but now are playing a lot of it at the later end. Just
yeah,
like I said before, the 4 toughness is pretty crazy in this format.
yeah. At the beginning of the format, I was like, I don't really need that. But then, as I noticed that like 2 drops became more and more important in the set, I was like, wait, it's basically a 2 mana 4/4 in the late game. Like that's pretty
In the
good.
lake, yeah, it punches
And like
hard.
it's definitely nice to like just have something out there like to block
Hmm.
early. So it gets you in the
Yeah,
late game.
the 4 toughness is really good. Like it won't die and it will stay till the late game. And then once it's the late game, you turn it sideways. It's crazy.
Next up, we got one of the more busted cards in the set of Sephiroth, the Fabled Soldier. Is 2 and a black for a 3/3 legendary creature, human avatar soldier. When he enters or attacks, you may sacrifice another creature. If you do, draw a card. Whenever another creature dies, target opponent loses a life and you gain a life. If this is the 4th time this ability is triggered this turn or resolved this turn, transform Sephiroth into Sephiroth the One Winged Angel, which is a 5/5 flying angel nightmare avatar. With Supernova, when it transforms into Sephiroth One Winged Angel, you get an emblem with whenever a creature dies, target opponent loses 1 life, you gain 1 life, and then whenever Sephiroth attacks, you may sacrifice any number of other creatures. If you do, draw that many cards. It's a 5/5 flyer.
Yeah.
Bonkers.
Yeah. Absolutely crazy.
It's like the aristocrat.
Yeah. I've seen this played in standard a bit, and like you have to remove it on site basically because it's pretty easy to like actually trigger this 4 times like that. So
Oh yeah,
simple.
I play against it in standard so much on Arena, and it's like
Mhm.
they just play it and they immediately play the dude that you
Yeah.
like sack a creature thing, and they do the one like when you
Surveil.
commit a crime, you can bring it back. The minor, you can just keep
Yep.
sacking that.
Forsaken
It's
Miner.
like
Yep.
ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah. This guy is basically makes that deck. It's so good. Um, yeah, it's going to be great in Commander. They tried it in Vintage Cube. Vintage Cube just does not support the Moto one. Does not support aristocrats like that. That they would have to put more cards in there to actually make this work. But yeah, if you got no support for it, it's not going to work. But it worked in limited. I mean, usually any mythic's going to work in limited, but
Yeah. Occasionally you'll flip it in limited, but I mean, just having a 3/3 for 3 that drains and draws you a card.
draws the card. Yeah, yeah. That's drawing cards. It's always key in limited.
Next up, we got the other starter deck card, Sephiroth Planet's Heir. It is 4 blue black for a 4/4 legendary creature, human avatar soldier with vigilance. When he enters, creatures your opponents control get -2/-2 until end of turn. And whenever a creature your opponent controls dies, you put a +1/+1 counter on Sephiroth. He's solid.
Yeah,
He's an okay card.
definitely for like commander and stuff. This seems crazy good. Seems definitely fun. Massacre Worm is what I'm thinking about. Massacre Worm actually like drains people.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a little below rate than that. But it's still like a solid card I would want. Could even reanimate it.
Yeah, I mean maybe like because Massacre Worm is like triple black, isn't it, or double black?
Mm-hmm.
So
Triple,
here,
I think.
if you don't want all the black mana pips.
Yeah. Definitely cool card. Next we got Sephiroth's Intervention. 3 in a black for an instant. Destroy target creature. You gain 2 life. Pretty bomb. Like a premium card in limited. It's
Yeah,
also
this is
4 mana, which is nice for that limited threshold.
yeah premium removal spell, especially since you gain 2 life on it.
Yeah, the 2 life actually does matter.
Next up, we got Shinra Reinforcements, 2 in a black for a 2/3 human soldier. When it enters, you mill 3 cards and gain 3 life. This is good in the green black deck. I don't really like it outside of that.
Yeah. Yeah, you really need to care about your graveyard. Otherwise, a 3 mana 2/3 is not where you want to be. But yeah, it's like not even serviceable. But in the green black deck, milling is pretty premium. So if you get a mill, also have a body, that's good. Next, we got Side Quest. Raise a Chocobo. 1 in a green for an enchantment. When it enters, create a 2/2 green bird creature token. When a land enters, it gets +1/+0. Call Chocobos. But at the beginning of your first main phase, if you control 4 more birds, you transform it into the Black Chocobo, which is a 2/2. When this permanent transforms into a Black Chocobo, search your library for a land card, put it on the battlefield tapped. And then it's just a normal Chocobo. When a landfall gets +1/+0.
No, well, this one is all birds you control get +1/+0.
Ooh, birds you control get plus. Yep,
Yep.
I should have
It's
tried
even better.
shortcutting it. Got to read the card. Explains the card. I tried this like twice in limited, and I never got to flip it. So
Yeah,
makes
I've
sense.
never gotten it flipped, so I don't think it works well noted. But if you can do it, it is good. I had it flipped against me one time, and it's very good if you can do it.
Right.
But it's
You
kind of
already
one of
have.
those. It's kind of one of those like draft goals that you just want to check. It's not like your deck is like it's very hard to make it work. You have to basically draft every bird you possibly can.
They're the birds are like really contested because they're just good, and even if you're not running birds, people are going to take your birds. So
Yeah.
it's like, oh shoot, it's hard to make. So yeah.
Next up, we got Summon Chocomog. It is 2 and a white for a 3/3 Summon Saga Bird Moogle. It has 4 chapters. All of them are Stampede. Other creatures you control get +1/+0 until end turn. It's been all right. It's good if you can do the go wide thing. If you have a lot of tokens. Otherwise, it's like okay.
I like how it starts off gets your creatures +1/+0. So that if you're going wide, like if you're in the strategy, this is very nice. You go 1-drop, 2-drop into this, and like your guys are getting buff, you're swinging away, and by the time this is done, you hopefully killed your opponent. This has seen a lot of popper play actually. So I mean, you get to curate your deck this way and into an actual mono white list. Outside in Commander, anything? Probably not. Anywhere else, but yeah, in limited, you need to be in the right spot for it. I actually still ran this in limited a couple times. Like,
Yeah, I play it
mana 3/3 is
occasionally.
fine. Yeah,
But like if I'm not go wide, it's like just a filler 3-drop. But if you go wide, then
it's fine.
Good.
Yeah. Or we got a premium common. We got Summon Fat Chocobo. 4 and a green for another enchantment creature, Saga Bird. It's a 4/4. Chapter 1, it's create a 2/2 green bird creature token. Whenever a land you control enters, it gets +1/+0. So it starts off as a 4/4, and you get the 2/2. And then for 2, 3, and 4, creatures you control gain trample until end of turn, which is actually very nice for the buffs in this set when in limited don't give out trample. So if you have that +3, all your creatures get +3/+3. The trample is very nice here.
Yep. Yeah, the Fat Chocobo is absurd. You basically wanted every green deck. It's just good.
Dividing out 6 power, 6 toughness between 2 bodies for 5 mana is very nice. There's some ways to recur it too.
Yep.
But
yeah,
like I said,
Rydia if you're in green red, and then there's
yep,
like if it dies, you just bring it back to your hand with like the fight on or something. Like,
fight on, yep, to keep triggering it. And I will say 4 toughness is a premium, and it's a 4/4, so like it's very nice in this format. He's a big boy.
All right, next up is Summon Knights of the Round. It is 6 white for a 3/3 with 5 chapters. The first 4 are create 3 2/2 white knight creature tokens, and the last one is other creatures you control get +2/+2 until end of turn. Put an indestructible counter on each of them. You should have won the game by that point. If you haven't, something's wrong. But
I was going to say, have you ever seen it go past 2?
no, like you just win. Like
Yeah.
either you win or you're so far behind this doesn't even stabilize the board. Like
I think that's more for like this could be commander, like a reanimated commander, or if you're just going big ramp commander. That's where you can see this really get like more and more knights. I could see could be cool. They try
yeah,
to
in the game, this is like his last what do you call it? Special move. Or one of his the longest summons too is Knights of the Round. Like, and it sits there and it just takes it's like a 3-minute cutscene of knights attacking the dude.
Funny. Yeah, in limited, if you can pay 8 mana for it, you should win the game. Next, we got the Gold Saucer. It's land. It's a town. You can immediately tap it for a colorless. Pay 2, tap it, flip a coin. If you win the flip, create a treasure. And then you can, another ability, pay 3, tap it, sacrifice 2 artifacts to draw a card.
It's normally don't want this. Yeah, you normally don't want it. It's okay in the decks that want treasure if you have a mana fixing spot or like an open spot to play a colorless land, but it's usually more correct to not play it.
Yeah. I'm only now like realizing it's a town, but when you're playing the town deck in limited, you really need colors.
Yeah, so having a colorless land kind of hurts.
Yeah, that hurts.
It does combo with the one card that's like whenever you win a flip or whenever you do a flip a coin, you do something. Just one card, the one rare that combos with this.
One rare that doesn't make sense with any other cards besides this one, I guess. I wouldn't even rely on having that interaction in limited.
The next up is the Masamune. It is 3 for legendary artifact equipment. As long as a equipped creature is attacking, it has first strike and must be blocked if able. An equipped creature has, if a creature dying causes a triggered ability of this creature or an emblem you control to trigger, it triggers an additional time. Equip is 2. It's terrible and limited in my opinion, but like they have to block it and you have first strike for 5. Doesn't seem like it's worth the card, but
yeah, it's too slow, not doing nothing.
I mean, really. It makes sense because it doubles Sephiroth's triggers, but whatever.
Yeah, it's such like you need A plus B to actually work, and even getting any of those triggers in limited is very low. Yeah, you can't really be taken off a turn.
Flavor Wind, don't think the card's that good. Maybe in Constructed it's okay in like Commander if you have a creature dying deck or something. But
you can really get those synergies going, but it needs to really depend. Next, we got Tifa Lockhart. 1 and a green for a 1/2 legendary creature, human monk. She's got trample, and then she's got landfall. Whenever land you control enters, double Tifa's power until end of turn. Card's nuts. Actually,
Yeah,
really, really good.
played in standard.
Standard with if you have Bristly Bill out too, you stack the triggers where Bill resolves first and then Tifa resolves next.
Yep,
Go off.
it's pretty good. Tifa can hit. I've hit for like 200 damage with Tifa before, so.
Mm-hmm. She's in Vintage Cube still. I like playing her with Nadu. And
Oh,
you keep
great.
reaching Nadu triggers. Oh, land goes in the battlefield. Another Nadu trigger. Another land goes in the battlefield.
That's
And
disgusting.
then usually you have boots with Nadu, and you could equip Tifa to have haste. And you just swing out. Yeah. Yeah, she's a good card. I didn't expect it at first, like first glance, but it's very crazy.
I don't think it's that good in limited. It's like okay, like it's like a C.
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
constructed, it's fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no way of actually like ramping. There's very few cards that you ramp with Tifa, and like you don't really buffer either. Like we said, we need the Bill or something else like going crazy. So you don't have ways to buffer. You don't have ways to really ramp in limited. She's just kind of pretty bad.
Next up is Tifa's Limit Break. 1 green for an instant with tiered. 0, target creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn. For 2 extra, double target creature's power and toughness. And for 7 extra, you could triple target creature's power and toughness till end of turn. It's okay. I mean, it's like
Yeah,
the worst giant. Like, I'd rather just play Giant Growth most of the time, but
I didn't. I like rarely drafted this, and I didn't even like put it in my deck. There was just I would rather have a
yeah,
threat.
I think I put it in my deck once or twice just because I needed another spell. I was like, whatever. It
Yeah,
was my 23rd card.
if you have an option to have another threat, I would rather do that. But I would rather run this over like a magic pot. But yeah. All right. Next, we got the Traveling Chocobo. 2 and a green for 3 mana for a 3/2 creature bird. You may look at the top card of your library anytime. You may play lands and cast bird spells from the top of your library. Then, if a land or bird you control entering the battlefield causes the trigger ability of a permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers another time. The card's pretty busted with Tifa.
Yeah,
Tifa
played in
triggers
standard
twice.
with Tifa for sure.
Playing lands from the top of your library too is like very, very strong. This guy's still in Vintage Cube, so if you have something like Fast Bond where you could play unlimited lands, you just rip the lands from the top of your deck. It's pretty nice. I can
Yeah,
see. I
you can
mean,
play birds off the top too. So if you have the Sausage Chocobo or something.
yeah, in limited, birds will probably trigger a little bit more because you're not playing multiple lands per turn. But yeah, in a bird commander deck, this is going to go crazy. In a lands matter deck, I would put this in commander deck.
Craziness.
Yeah.
All right, next up we have another starter deck card, the Ultima Weapon. 7 mana for a legendary artifact equipment. Whenever a equipped creature attacks, destroy target creature an opponent controls, and equipped creature gets +7/+7, and the equip cost is 7.
That's a hefty price.
Yeah, I mean this might be okay in like a Voltron deck where if you can cheat the equip cost, but
There's
and cheat
Argimentum
this in
armor.
maybe. But
Do
yeah,
you know
Argentum armor is good too. But
Yeah. So this is just a way worse version of that. I think that one's like 6 mana equip 4, something like around there. It's cheaper than 7 and 7.
yeah.
We got the Valkyrie Aerial Unit. 5 blue for a 5/4 artifact creature construct. But it has affinity for artifacts, so it costs 1 less for each artifact you control. 1 colorless less. Can't get minus those blue pips. Has flying, and when this creature enters, Surveil 2. I want the artifact deck to work so badly in limited. I just can't. I don't know. I can't do it.
This is good in that artifact deck. I did have a good white blue deck like once or twice, but you need a lot of very specific cards to make the deck work. I think.
Yeah, I feel like it's still jammed this a couple times just because there's all of those equipment creatures, job
Yeah.
select stuff. So like it still is fine if you pay like 5, hopefully 4 mana for this. But yeah, I don't know why I can't get the artifact deck to work. It's just, I guess there's so far and few of them. You think everybody wants the job select cards, so
Yeah, so it's hard. Next up, we got Vincent's Limit Break, 1 and a black for tiered. Till end of turn, target creature you control gains. When this creature dies, return to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control and has the chosen base power toughness. 0, it's a 3/2. 1, it's a 5/2. 3 extra, it's a 7/2. Now, this is worded really weird. It doesn't work how a lot of people think it works. A lot of people think it comes back as the power toughness that you paid, but it does not. It becomes that first. So it's kind of like a combat trick, and then the creature comes back.
yeah.
So you could attack with it with like a 7/2, or block with a 7/2, and then have it come back when it dies.
Yep. Yeah, I rarely saw this. Sometimes it happened, which usually
usually
my
you play it for
blocking.
0. Yeah, usually play it for 0 as the blocking thing.
Savior.
But I have seen it used once or twice of like, oh, you're at 7, make like I have 7/2 with that.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I rarely saw it though. Next, we got Vincent Valentine. 2 black for a legendary assassin. He's a 2/2. Whenever a creature an opponent control dies, put a number of +1/+1 counters on him. Whenever an opponent controls dies, creature an opponent control dies, put a number of +1/+1 counters on him equal to that creature's power. That messed me up. Whenever he attacks, you transform him into the Galean Beast. It's got trample, lifelink, and when he dies, return it to the battlefield tap face up. It's a 3/2, but he usually has +1/+1 counters on him.
Yeah. The Vincent's just absurd.
Yeah, he grows pretty fast.
Like, he grows
and
fast.
The lifelink.
And like even just like basically if you just get to attack with him, you basically always flip him. Because like even if he has 0 counters, it's a 3/2 lifelink that when it dies comes back. Like it's still good.
Yeah.
So definitely a good card in limited. Constructed, it might be okay too. You could probably build a removal deck around him or something.
Yeah. Yeah, the dies coming back is crazy. Next we got Weapons Vendor. 3 and a white for a 2/2 human artificer. When this creature enters, draw a card. At the beginning of combat on your turn, if you control an equipment, you may pay 1. If you do, attach target equipment you control to target creature you control. I think this guy was played actually a lot just because when he enters, draw a card. And then the equipment's kind of plus.
The equipment's a bonus. It's nice on the ones that cost like 3 or 4 to equip occasionally. You can equip it for 1.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. But the enters, draw card, I'd jam a lot of this guy. Like 3 of them in my deck. That seems great.
Yeah, and then the last card is Zach Fair. It is a white for a 0/1. Enters with a +1 counter on it. You can pay 1, sack it, target creature you control gets indestructible until end of turn. Put his counters on that creature, and any equipment attached to Zach, attach it to that creature. It's pretty solid.
Yeah, I've seen him in standard a little bit. I mean, in limited, yeah, it's great to save something. Super
Yeah, plus it's a 1-drop. Like, it's good.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, he's just a solid guy. Is that the Buster Sword? Why is he holding that?
I mean, he's Cloud's friend.
So he gets to borrow the sword? Or is there lots of Buster Swords?
I don't know.
You don't know? You're supposed to be the lore guy.
I don't think it's actually Cloud's Buster Sword. It's just another one, but...
So there's multiple. He comes from a village that
Clouds is very fat at the top.
Okay.
And
this one's chopped off though.
Long and skinny. It's his.
Okay.
So
do you have a crazy card for us today?
I actually don't this week, so but I was on the
yes,
trivia show yesterday or the other day. called Past Turns. It's a new live voting trivia show Cryptic is running, so check that out if you want.
Yeah,
Do you have a jank combo?
Yeah, sure. I always got combos. Here's one that's not Final Fantasy, but an old card called Swans of Bryn Argol. It's 2, and then Azorius, so either white or blue. So for 4 mana, Bird Spirit, 4/3 flyer. If a source would deal damage to it, prevent that damage. The source's controller draws cards equal to the damage prevented this way. Which is pretty nice as a blocker. You just keep it there and keep drawing cards from it. Kind of niche. But there's also this card called Chain of Plasma. So if you heard of chains before, Chain of Plasma deals 3 damage to target creature or player. Then that player or that creature's controller may discard a card from his or her hand. If that player does, he or she may copy that spell. May choose new targets for that copy. So all chains copy over and over. You hit Chain of Plasma to the Swans. Swans prevents that 3 damage. So you just hit the Swan. That creature's controller has to discard a card. And you draw 3 cards from the Swan. And you copy it over, draw 3, discard 1. Draw 3, discard 1. Until you don't want to anymore. And then you have the chain target whatever you want for 3 damage. You basically draw your entire deck if you're in Jeskai for a commander. It's kind of crazy. Very jank.
Yeah, and that's what we got for today. Don't forget you can pick up any of these cards using our TCG Player affiliate link in the show notes and on our website, mtgplace.net.
Yeah, if you want to help support, like we said earlier, we have a Patreon. That would be very nice of you if you want to help us out there, or if you just want to talk, hang out. We have Discord where you can just talk to us. We'll be there.
Bye, everybody.
Peace.